I'm saying that most people quit before they ever get what they really want. And it's not just about quitting. It's about not being tenacious enough to follow through to build the momentum you need in order to get you where you want to go. So you got this snapshot, you get this picture, this idea in your head, and you say, this is where I'm going and what I want to do. But what you don't have in your head is a full out plan, a complete strategy to get you there.
Hello to quality time at Marco's. Hello to being a game changer, an original. And to those who make it authentic, we say hello with the Founders Select Pizza, Old World pepperoni, sliced Italian sausage, mushrooms, on dough made fresh every day, and a sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. Hello to an Old World original. Every store, every day, the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Hey, hello, Primo. You're the Primo, and I'm excited to be here. It is our first live this year. We are excited about 2023, and we hope that you are equally as excited. You know, I want to share with you tonight the things that you should be thinking about when it comes to the economy, when it comes to your money, when it comes to your spending power. So we're going to talk about the secret to still saving, as well as how to actually grow and manifest more during this difficult time, during the time when, you know, things are not quite as easy to make happen. So I want to, you know what? Let me say hello. Good evening, Tara. How are you? There was a couple other people on. I didn't see who they were, but welcome. And I hope that you're having a good new year. Tara, you having a great start to your new year? You know what? That's a loaded question. I talked to you last week. I know you are excited about what's getting ready to happen this year. And we're excited with you and for you. Now, for those of you that are new to 24K Life, to Derek Gant, 24K Life is not about being rich. It's not about being rich. It is about living unapologetically on terms that define your highest self unconditionally. Wouldn't you like to live unapologetically, meaning accounting to no one and living unconditionally without borders, barriers, or conditions? Living on your own terms is the easy way to put that. So 24K Life is about how you can elevate yourself, elevate your brand, elevate your value, elevate your worth, and go out there in society and get your money. Now, the reason why we talk about money, number one, is because that's what I do. I am a money expert. I'm a money manager. I'm an investment advisor, meaning that I have all the credentials to go out and give you all the advice that you need. Good evening, Donetta. How are you? Happy New Year, Donetta. To give you all the advice that you need about your money, about your personal finances, about if you're an entrepreneur, about your business finances. You know, we have several corporations and companies that we run. So we are experts, and we've been doing it for an extremely long period of time. So we are good, not just good, we are excellent at what we do. For those of you that really want to dive deep into the 24K Life, you know, and you don't want to wait to hear what we're doing on live, I wrote a book. It's called the 24K Life Code. You know what? If you are not living your life by a code, if you're not living by a code, meaning that you have your unconditional terms. Remember, I showed you what a 24K life is. It is living unapologetically on terms that define you, your highest self. That means the best you possible, unconditionally. So if you're going to do that, you have to have some personal conditions in order to get there. Oh, thank you for the love. You all know my ego loves the love button. Oh, I got a couple of them. So, you know what? We want people to understand how to get there. How do you get to living unconditionally and unapologetically? Well, I promise you that one of the fastest, best, and most confident ways to do that is to make sure your money game is on point, to make sure your money is tight, to make sure that no one can dictate your life because they're giving you a check. How many of you all get controlled by people because they give you a check? They feel like they can tell you off. I won't even go into it, but you know what I'm saying. You know what? I'm talking here to talk about the money. Talk about how to get your money right, how to get your life right, get your money right, so that then it spills over into other areas. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have your money right, let's say you have your mindset right, but you don't have your body right. You know, there's no faster way to the grave than to be obese, out of shape, diabetic. You know, I'm telling you that you have to have all of the five core areas in your life, at least moving forward, so that you don't have any conditions or constraints. So, you know, what we do in the book is we talk about all five of those areas. I don't tell you what I do. Well, I do tell you what I do and what I've done, but that's not what the book's about. It's not about how I do and did and got successful doing what I do. The book is about the tools that I use are the same tools you can use to elevate your life. So we're going to talk about this money, because when you get your money right, you feel better. When you have money, you walk in the bank with your head held high like, what's up, Mr. and Mrs. Teller? I'm here to transact my business. I'm here to do what I do at a high level, and I need you to help me do it. Huh? How many of you want to walk into the bank feeling extremely confident? You want to apply for a loan and you know you're going to get it. You know what? You need something, you can sign for it because you have your money game on point. You know, 85% of the population, 85% of the working population in America does not have $500 anywhere. They got no savings. They got no emergency. So we're talking about, what do you need to do in a recession? Now, first of all, let me share, we are not in a recession. So I don't want you all thinking I'm crazy, because I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm talking about. We're not in a recession, but it sure as hell feels like one, right? Go to the store, the price of eggs are $7 to get some organic eggs, $8 when it was like $2, $3 just 2, 3, 4 months ago. Your gasoline actually has come down, but the cost of certain goods have gone up. And so let me explain to you, first of all, before we talk about the secret to saving in bad times, let me tell you what's really happening. So what happens, and if you jump on, make sure you say hi so I can shout out to you the first of this year. What happens with your money is that there's the invisible hand. Now, some people call it the government, some people call it the man. I call it the invisible hand. The invisible hand has decided that they want to slow things down, meaning they want to slow down your purchasing. They want to slow down your spending. So they raise the interest rates to slow the economy down. Okay. Why would they do that? Well, that is a whole lecture on why they would do it. The invisible hand, when things get too bad and they want more profits, they want more money flowing through the system, then the invisible hand lowers interest rates. They make it easier to get money. People go get money and they spend the money. They get it, they spend it. When they don't have it, they spend, but they spend less and slower. And they don't have any money, any extra money, because when things were going great, they said things are going great, let me spend my money. So we, and not me, I'm going to be honest, not me, you all, not all of you, but some of you, the ones that are 85% with less than $1,000 in their savings account, $500, you're just flowing with the invisible hand. You are following verbatim what the system wants you to do. And so when things are great, you spend more. And when things are bad, you stop spending. And so you stop investing. You stop seeking other new and profitable opportunities. Because ideally, when should you buy an investment? When things are low. So when they slow things down and the prices eventually start to fall, you're not in a position financially to take advantage of it. Remember 07, 08, I ran into a guy at the grocery store. I went to my once a month grocery shopping thing. I hate the grocery store, but I was in a grocery store today. Guy says to me, hey, where should I be putting my money? And I said, well, you should be stacking cash. And at some point, the real estate market is going to take a nice little tumble down. And his first response was like 07, 08. And the answer is no, it's not going to be that bad. But it will dip down, which means it's a great buying opportunity for you. You've heard buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. That's what you got to do. You got to think about when is the opportune time to spend my money. It's when everybody else is hoarding their money. And when's the best time for me to hoard my money? When everybody else is spending their money. You've got to be in the game. And I understand that you're working, you're grinding, you don't have time to understand the game, which is why you have professionals that understand what's popping so that you can get some answers. So listen, if you want to consistently get a good feel for what's going on, what's happening, you can always follow me on YouTube. Go ahead, go to YouTube, not now, but go to YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're already on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to Derek Gant 24K. And we're going to be bringing you way more insights on how to manage your money in 2023. It's what we were born to do. I was anointed to bring you complicated ideas about investing, about strategies, about money, about habits, about goals, and make them simple so that you can take advantage of them and not succumb to the invisible hand, because the invisible hand don't play, but it'll slap you and you won't know what happened and where it came from. So we want to make sure that we have our money right so that we can control our destiny and we can live unconditionally and unapologetically on our own terms at our highest self, doing the things that we love to do as often as we want to do it. Now, some of you, I've already mentioned, you don't have any money. Okay, I have clients that I'm working with that make well over six figures. So here's the issue. Most people think that people with money, six-figure money, have tons of money. Let me tell you something. They have tons of kids. They have tons of bills. They have tons of credit cards because they don't follow a strategic plan. So they hire me. We get them a strategic plan. And I promise you that I show them how to begin to change the game. I show them the game, and then how do we manipulate it to our favor? And how you do that is by meticulously looking at where you are. So we're going to jump right into the savings part. So the secret to saving more in a down cycle is to spend less. Spend less. Now, if you are frivolously spending, okay, when I say frivolous, that means that you're the one who has Amazon coming to your door 2-3 times a week, ordering shiggity you don't need. And if you were to wait just 2 weeks, not buy it, you will figure out you really didn't want it. One of the conditions, what is beneficial to your financial disposition? Appreciating assets. Buying stuff on Amazon is only taking away money out of your pocket. If you're putting it on a credit card, you're creating additional liabilities. You know what? This is the year that you should get serious about where you are, where you're going, and how you plan to get there. Because it is not easy, right? It's not easy to get out of a hole. It's easy to fall in a hole. It takes a lot of effort to climb out of a hole. That's why you need to understand what the game is, and then you have to follow it. I will tell you this, and you might think I'm fibbing. I promise you, I'm not. In the last 60 days, I've had at least 6 clients that were clients in the past, years ago, call me up and they're back. Hey, we used your tools, we did what you said, and then we fell off. We got comfortable. We got comfortable. It got easy. And we stopped doing the things you taught us to do. Now we need you to get us back in play. Now, you would think they would go, well, let me just re-implement what he taught us before. But what happens is that they've created new problems, different problems, a different time. You know what? Get yourself a coach. If you need a fitness trainer, get yourself a fitness trainer and don't leave them. If they get you in shape, stay with them. If you need a money coach, get with me. Stay with me. Let's figure this out. It is your responsibility to take the lead on your life, to call, to find, to search, to Google. There's nothing you can't fix if you take the initiative. So we want you to do that. We want to take the initiative. So that's the first part. The first secret is to control your spending, track your spending. Now, on the flip side of that, I am not really big on preaching about counting pennies because I don't count pennies. What I do count is income. So the second part to the savings is the manifestation, manifesting more revenue. More revenue. You need more money. Most of you don't have terrible habits, right? You don't have these habits. You don't have terrible drinking habits. Maybe you go out too much. Maybe you go to the restaurants and you buy a couple drinks and your bar tabs $200 plus your meal, and you might do that a little too often. So yeah, you might be able to cut back a little bit on that, but who wants to cut back? We don't want to cut back. We want to live unconditionally, unapologetically, which is 24K life. Hi, Rashawn. Good to see you, Ro. Where you been hiding? So this year, we're getting our money game together. So I told you about the secret to saving. The secret to manifesting is to tap into what your gifts are, what your expertise is, where you are, and how you do it. So we're going to talk about 9-to-5 people. If you are a 9-to-5, meaning you get a paycheck from somebody else, you should be thinking about the natural gifts God gave you that you can exploit. And I said exploit, that you can exploit, on the internet by providing a service, by providing a value, by providing a product. I buy these shirts from one of my buddies. He makes the best shirts ever. Okay. And I buy my shirts from him when I'm not wearing a 24K shirt or a Lululemon shirt. So I don't buy all my shirts, but I buy some of my comfy shirts from him. My point is that each and every one of you has a gift. Now, the point becomes that you're so tied into sitting around, watching TV, playing video games, looking at your telephone, doing TikTok, doing all those type of things, that you're not quieting your mind enough to tap into, to understand what you're amazing at, what you're good at, what you should be doing, could be doing, and offer your services, your value, your product to the world. I one time had someone offer to make some cups. They made these thermal cups, the tall ones, for exercise for my fitness studio. And they made them, they sent me a picture of them, they showed them to me, and they made them like months after they told me they were going to make them. And then I said, okay, well, we'll sell them, so I'll buy them from you at whatever your cost is. And hey, Bobby Van Buren, Bobby, you got to stay on because we're going to talk about something I need you to know about, need your input on. And so she made these cups. They were incredible. They were really cool, right? And in group exercise, most of these people are women. So these cups were pink and purple with glitter, amazing cups. She never brought them. She made them. She bought the materials, made the cups. She never gave them to me to sell. I never purchased them from her. I never saw them in person. Saw pictures of them. So sometimes we have these gifts that we just sit on our hind parts that we never let go. And you are only going to be able to deliver and to grow and to benefit and prosper from the efforts of what you actually do. God's not coming down here and saying, let me sell these cups for you. Let me go mow these extra lawns for you. Let me figure out how to help people get out of debt for you. Let me help you figure out how to tutor people's kids for you. He ain't going to do it. He's too big. He don't have no time for all that nonsense, but you do. So here's what I would ask you. If you had an extra $125 a week, that's $500 a month. We're talking to the 9-to-5ers. We're not talking to my entrepreneur clients and friends. $125 a week, okay? For some of you, if it's a product, it might be one thing, it might be 4 things. You have to sell 4 things a week, 3 things a week, whatever it happens to be. That's $500 a month. I just told you 85% of the population doesn't have $500 or $1,000 anywhere. $500 a month times 12 months is $6,000 times 10 years is 60 grand. Invest it into a rental property, a multi-unit. You want to know how to get wealthy, you got to start playing the game, and you got to stop playing so small. You got to play bigger. You got to think bigger. My God is bigger. That's why the 24K life is living unconditionally on terms that define your highest self unapologetically. I'm not going to apologize for writing a great book. My buddy Bobby's not going to apologize for leaving corporate America and setting the world on fire with his financial company. Not going to apologize for that. He's going to say, look at me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I did. And let me help you do it too. And that's what we're here for. Let's get your money right. Let's get your money right. Get your mindset right. Let's not make 2023 the same. Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired of being in the same spot? Are you in the same spot you were in last year? Are you in the same spot you were in 3 years ago? What about 5 years ago? It goes like that. It goes like that. And if you aren't willing to do what you must do to level up, then you're going to continuously be a sheep. You're going to continue to let the invisible hand control you, to manipulate you like the puppet you have been so far. Stop being a puppet, right? Don't follow, lead. You don't have to lead everywhere. Lead in your house. Be the leader in your space. That's the trick. That's the key. You want to be a leader? Lead at home first. Lead yourself first. Lead yourself to stop putting that spoon and that fork in your mouth at midnight with a bucket of ice cream. How about leading that? Prove you can lead that, and then you can lead something else. You can lead your house, and then you can lead your core team at work. Then you can lead your family. Then you can lead the masses. Leadership is by design. It is by example. People follow people who are killing the game. Okay? So most of you, if not all of you, you have time management problem. So, what I did was we created these journals, these daily planners. And inside these planners, they lay out how you can run your day. How can you run your day efficiently? There's also, I created a softer version. Coach Dawn Johnson, we created a softer version for her. You can't see it because the light's too bright, but it's, most women like this. They can write more. It asks different questions like, what's your energy level? What's your power work today? What's your energy level today? What's your special gift that you're going to share with the world today? It also tracks your schedule. Listen, you got to take action. You got to move. You have to do something. So let me tell you a little bit about this year. So I told you about savings. We talked to you about manifesting. I'm not even talking about manifesting a $1 billion business. I'm talking about manifesting something you can control. How about manifesting an extra $125 a week? Bobby, what is that? Half of a sale, a quarter of a sale? It's not even one sale for you, right? So making that extra phone call. So for my business owners, I talked about the 9-to-5ers. For my business owners, making that extra call, making that extra phone call, sending out that extra email, taking the time to really listen to what your clients are saying and delivering above and beyond what you promised. So don't overpromise, underpromise, and overdeliver, right? So I promise you that this book is an amazing book. Costs $24. But one, Bobby said one small sale. Bobby, that ain't even one small sale. Quit playing with these people. Don't lie to the people, Bobby. Bobby's killing the game, providing value. I've sent my clients to Bobby. I send my closest family and friends and loved ones to Bobby in Atlanta, no matter where they are, so he can do their insurance, so he can take care of their financial needs. But anyway, Bobby, we thank you for being gracious. But Bobby, this year, we're not hiding our light. We're not hiding our light so other people feel better. We're coming out and we're going to be verbose and we're going to be upfront about what's popping, what's going on, and how to control yourself so that you can control your circumstances, your castle, your kingdom, your life, so that you can be the master, so that you can live unconditionally, so that you can have more money going in your 401k program. So for you business owners, listen, what's your most profitable product? Do you even know what your most profitable product is? Do you know what you make more money off of? And then do you know what the people want? Because what the people want and what's most profitable usually are two different things. You got to get creative. You got to get vertical. You got to go deep. We're not trying to go wide. We're trying to go deep. I'll explain. We talked about vertical on several things over the past few years. Hi, Crystal. How are you? I'm so happy to see you, Crystal. So we're talking about going vertical, right? We want to go deeper. We want to become deeper, bigger experts. We're not trying to go wide. Going wide means you're always learning something new. You're always trying a new thing, right? Oh, I'm going to do travel. Now I'm going to do Mary Kay. Now I'm going to do making shirts. Now, no, that's horizontal. We want to go vertical. We want to make shirts and then make the absolute best gosh darn shirts that anybody's ever felt, touched, and fitted. So from a financial perspective, I'm trying to help you go deeper. How do you get that emergency fund? Set it aside, then create another large stack of money so that you can invest when the market turns negative. I explained that to you right in the beginning. If you just jumped on, you might have to go back when this is over and watch the beginning, because I explained the invisible hand, what the market is doing, and what you should do in conjunction to negate that so that you can still prosper no matter what the season is, because we want to prosper. We want to harvest. Now, you got to plant some seeds, but we want to be harvesting more times than we're planting, okay? We got to plant the right thing. I want to share with you that what we're doing is we're going for the men this year. We're going to go for men this year. All you women, you guys are amazing. You listen, you take action, you do what you're supposed to do, you follow, you lead, you're doing the things, you're on the right path. Some of you need a little bit extra help so you can continue to reach out. But listen, what we're doing is we're going after the men. So I am putting together on February 1st. And so I'm telling you, because we have a lot of women that watch us and follow us, because you all are the real action takers. The guys are watching Sunday Night Football. So I need you to go talk to the men in your universe. It could be your adult sons. It could be your spouse. It could be your partner. But here's what we're doing. We are going after these dudes, and we're trying to tell them, and I'm not even going to say tell them, Bobby, this is the part I want to talk to you about. We're going and we're creating. And I sent this link to you, Bobby. I didn't hear back from you. I want you to take a look at it because I want you to participate with me, because you, myself, Jeff, John Livingston, John Tucson, and a couple other people, we're going to jump on a live Zoom on February 4th. And that is a Saturday morning. And we're going to tell these bros what it takes to alpha up. I saw one of this guy I knew, worked with him for probably 15 years. He was in the store. I told you I went to the store today. I never go to the store. So I saw 100,000 people that know me. And guy makes a ton of money. But just looking at him, his health was bad. I can tell his health was bad. And so, when we talk about being alpha, we always want our wives to be sexy. We want our partners to look cute. We always want the cute girl, but what do you look like? What's your energy level? We got to get rid of that spare tire. We got to get your money right. You go out, and my son, let me tell you something about my son. My youngest son calls me one day and he says, Dad, what's up with this whole having to open the car door for women? They got two hands, they got feet, they can open up their own car door. And I looked at him like, oh my God, you are not my son. You are not my son. Are you a beta fish? I'm like, you are out of order, bro. You're out of order. And what happens is that men are out of order. You're not playing your position. So that means she's playing your position. And that means that you play in her position. And no one wants a soft guy. And if they do, you getting your tail beat. You're out of order. You're out of order. We're going to get these guys in order. I'm not suggesting that everybody's out of order. I'm suggesting that if you don't have your money right, if you're not physically in good shape, at least good shape, you don't have to be in great shape. Okay. If you're not in good shape, if you're not leading the thought universe in your own kingdom, it's a problem. It's a problem. We're going to teach these men how to alpha up, and we're going to help them get that money right. So when they take their wives on a date, they're not asking her for her card. Okay. We're going to show you how to deliver. It starts with your money. It starts with your mindset. Okay. It starts with being physically fit so you can have some energy, right? How many of you, can't get it up? We got to fix that. We got to get you right. I know y'all don't want to hear about all this, but I'm telling you, the men in your life, you need to give them this link. It is free. We're going to do a full-blown, it's men only, no women, men only. We're going to really lay it out. We're going to talk that talk. We're going to walk that walk, and we're going to help these men to figure out how to man up, how to get themselves in order so that they can get their kingdom in order, so they can get their kids in order. I teach families, mothers and fathers, how to get their money right so they can pass that knowledge on to their kids so that they can stop saying, we can't afford this. We can't afford that. We can't do that and that. We can't. We don't have the money for that. That's weak. That's weak. Okay? So we're going to help you. We're going to show you. We're going to teach you. We're going to share. Listen, it's not going to be Derek pontificating on a soapbox. We're going to talk about real problems. We're going to talk about relationship problems. I got divorced after 19 years. I got divorced. But if I had somebody to talk to, somebody that would say, look, bruh, quit pointing because all them fingers is coming back to you. As great as you think you are, you still have room to improve, bruh. For those of you that are struggling in your relationships, let's talk about taking the lead. Yeah, she doesn't bring you that plate. Yeah, she's not doing this or doing that. Yeah, she ain't throwing it down in the bedroom. What are you doing, bruh? And are you ready to start doing what you need to do to have an amazing life so that you can live unapologetically at the highest possible level you can, unconditionally, a 24K life? So I want you to share that link. It's alphaup.life. For you women, if you need financial help, you guys already know. You guys are amazing at taking actions. You're amazing at figuring out what you need to do, getting the help, and then listening to the help and using the help. You're great at that. We just want you to keep being great. We're not abandoning you, but we're going to get the men right. We're going to get the men folk right across the board. So invite them to Alpha Up. It's a free workshop. It's going to be in the morning. We're going to have coffee, rolls, and we're going Alpha Up. We're going to conquer and we're going to kill our old selves so that we can be born anew, rise like the phoenix. Hey, does anybody have any questions about the money side? Does anybody have anything that they want to add or share? If you do, let me know. Bobby, I'm glad that you're in on the 4th. We're going to get Jeffrey J. Jeffrey J. Gears is he was a national martial arts champion. He owns fitness studios, kickboxing programs. He teaches martial arts and training, self-defense. We're going to have Jeffrey J., the man of all men, up. Bobby's also lethal. Bobby, did Jeff beat you? Did he beat you when y'all used to combat? When y'all used to duke it out? I never asked that question. I've known you all for years and years and years. I need to find out who was the more alpha, or were you all unique in your own ways? We'll find that out. Listen, make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Put your notifications on. We're going to be here on Sunday nights. We're going to be here on Mondays and on Thursdays. We are going to be more active to bring more juice to you so that you can understand how to manage your money, how to manage your life. And we're not talking about your whole life. We just want to manage the money so you can live a better life, right? Because money gets you a better trainer. You were a bit before his time. Okay. So that's a nice politically correct way of saying he tore you up. I'm just teasing. So we are keenly interested in making sure that when you have your money right, you can travel. When you have your money right, you can eat better. When you have your money right, you can do things like get your credit fixed and get out of debt. You can buy homes at a better rate. You can buy investment properties. Crystal, I need to learn how to invest my money. Crystal. I love it that you're here. You know what? So, Crystal, the first thing that you can do is you can go to Derek on Demand. Derek on Demand. This is our mobile app. It's on my iPad, but it's on our mobile app. You can also schedule an appointment with me, and we can talk about where you are. We want to make sure that you have a nice, cushy stack of cash. And then once you have that cash, Then we can make sure that you can take a look at where you should invest your money, what's working, what's not working, because there's a lot not working right now in the investment world, what's not working, and then where to put your money as you start to accumulate more. And if you have enough where you're safe and sound, there's a whole strategy. I'm not going to get into it tonight. I've already been on here 30 minutes. So you can text me, Crystal, and I will make sure I send you a link to jump on a Zoom call, you and Darnell. And I'm excited about talking with you all and being a part of your lives this 2023 season. And I want everybody to know that if you are your best, if you bring your best and you do your best, because you got to bring it. Be your best, bring your best. There's far less chances of failure. So that's why I always say be your best, bring your best, leave nothing to chance. I'm Derek Gant. Have an amazing week this week. I look forward to seeing you all again and again and again. I need you to pray for me. I'm great, but I always want more prayers. I'm praying for you. Everybody that comments that I can see is on here. If you spoke to me, and I didn't say hi, we're going live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So if you're on one of those forums and I didn't say hi, because I didn't see your name, so you have to comment in order for me to see your name. And I apologize if I didn't, but I love you and I'm pulling for you, and I want you to be immensely well and prosperous. Live abundantly, be well. Talk to you very soon. Peace and blessings to you, Bobby. Same to you. Thank you, Rashawn. I'm praying for you too. Always praying for you, Rashawn, and Tara, and Crystal. Love you all. Be your best. Bring your best. Leave nothing to chance.
Yeah, it's time to live your life. Derek Gant, show them how to take it to the highest height. Hey, this is more than financial advice. Show you how to take control. Time to get your money right. Money management, I know that we all need. Financial independence, yeah, it seems out of reach, but you can make it happen. Now it's time for some action, helping you with your finances. Yeah, we got a passion. Hey, ain't no limit. Now it's time to get it. You deserve to have a life how you wanna live it. Secrets to success. Now it's time to get it right. Yeah, I'm talking all about that 24K life. Let's go. This the vibe. For real, I'm trying to tell you. Tell me if you ready to take it to the next level. Derek Gant, talking fitness and investment. Change your mindset and show you how it's all connected. Ain't no need to hesitate or delay. Only way to live life is a 24K. Hey, Derek Gant, let them know. Let's go.